Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well. Today we are going to be working on the part 2 of the Japan styled street corner, I guess. That's what we're gonna call it. But this is part 2, numero dos. So if you haven't seen the first one, you haven't seen that one, I suggest you might want to go see that first. You're in the wrong place if you're here and you're starting off. You're in the wrong place, girl. I'm sorry, but but it's okay. I got you covered. We will put in the first part of this build somewhere in the video for you to click on if you are interested. If you are the type of person who likes to see the interior first and then the exterior, be my guest. You will get some spoilers though at the very end of the video, because that is where I will be showing all of the screenshots, all of the different types of pictures of glory and screenshots and pictures of the same thing, but well, I guess not. I guess they have their different ways, but everything, like I always do in all my builds, all of these screenshots at the very end of the video will be shown for the interior and the exterior. Whew, that was a little hard to explain. I don't know why. I'm having such a difficult time talking today. My throat's a little weird, so if I sound a little funny, that is why. It seems to me that when I do these types of videos, I know this sounds really weird, but my voice, or like my throat, I guess, starts to like close up if I'm talking constantly for a certain amount of time. Doing these videos, it feels very hard to like move my mouth. I don't know why it's like that. I think I need to go get that checked out. But it's difficult for me to talk for a long period of time because it feels like my mouth will start to like completely reject me trying to speak or move. So I don't know what's going on, but I will try my best today, and I will definitely pause and then continue if I need to. But this is part 2, so if you have seen the first one, that's amazing. I really hope you like it. This will be out on Thursday, which is the day that this will be out. The first part I put out on Monday, so if you have checked that out and you liked it and you're here again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you really do like the way that this build turns out. It will be on the gallery for anyone who wants to download it. My gallery name will be linked down below if you need it, or in the end card at the very end that will show my information. So if you want to download this, it will be there for you. Today we are going to be working on all of everything now. Now this building that I'm working on here is the kind of bar on the gallery. I use that as the actual, what the type of lot type is. So it is a bar on the gallery, but you can change it to whatever you want. We do have an apartment. We have a couple apartments. Mostly the second floor is all apartments. I don't know why I said mostly. All of them are apartments, but here we are just working on the bar first of all. Now the building beside on the right of this bar is an actual apartment. There is going to be the apartment on the first floor as well, so you will see that. In the first video I did kind of explain where everything was, but I will do it again. If you are new and you kind of want to see the interior done first, that's totally fine. But yeah, so the bar is here, the apartment is beside it. That includes the first floor, and then the one beside that is kind of like a coffee shop slash like library. You won't see a lot of I know it's gonna be really weird when you see the pictures, but it's supposed to be like a coffee shop slash like library, I guess. And you're like, okay, well, first of all, you're not gonna see like the stand where you have a barista, and you're not gonna see a lot of bookshelves, so why are you naming it that? And the answer to that is I don't know. I have no idea. I thought it was kind of like, it gave me like the coffee shop vibes, and I wanted to make it like that, but I also wanted to make a shop in the back, so I had to cut the box like in half and stuff like that, and it would have been too small. and I couldn't make the upstairs, but I wanted to make that like another apartment as well, so I was kind of torn. So you can actually read books in there, and there is like an espresso maker for you to make like your own coffee if you want, but there's no like barista there, so you can totally change that if you want. In the video itself, it does show what I was doing. That I need to I need to express it now that that is not the final end product of that building, because I didn't like it, so I went back and changed it. So you will actually see the final product, or the final evolution of that building at the end of this video. But here for this bar, I wanted to have an outdoor patio as well in the back. It's not huge, but it is like the bar going out to the to the behind of the building. So there are stools there, so your Sims can go up and you guys can like chill out. You can talk, you can, you know, you can gossip about Bob pancakes just like you did with the other ones. But you can definitely go out there and chat with all of these Sims. So there isn't a huge, you know, patio in the back. I wanted to make it a little bit bigger, but I wanted that tree to be there as well. If you don't know what tree I'm talking about, it is in, like, you'll see officially at the very end of like all the screenshots, but you can see it kind of like right there. But I put a giant tree in the back. If I could, I would love to do like a jungle type of build, because I love like greenery in the Sims. I think it's just so beautiful, and the textures are so nice, and the lighting is amazing. If I knew how to put a lighting pack like in my game, I would. I definitely would be too afraid to like do that, just because I don't want anything breaking. My computer can handle it, but I just don't want like my Sims to get like kind of weird, and it's a whole thing. So I don't want to like mess up any of that. But here we are working on the apartment, and this apartment is very tiny. I was looking at some of the apartments in Japan, and I was explaining this in my other video too, but a lot of them are a lot smaller, so I wanted to make it kind of like that. It's really cramped, but I wanted to make it kind of cozy and kind of cute, and even though it's like small, it's just kind of like, oh, I'd like to like be there because it's so nice, and like it just looks like maybe like a traditional Japanese smaller apartment, and I really like the way it turned out. I thought it was cute. As you will see, I abuse the plants in this game, even on the exterior. I said it in the exterior too, that I was going to abuse all of the plants in that like plant kit that we got, and I have abused it even more so on the inside. So you'll see a whole lot of plants, especially on the upstairs of that cafe part. I guess, as we would say, like a little coffee shop slash library, whatever it is. I don't even know what it is anymore. It's just a random shop, or not even a shop, it's just a random building. But on the upstairs of that, the person, I imagine, took care of like a lot of plants, and on the upstairs they have like a bench, and I would imagine them making like their own plants and watering them and just doing a whole bunch of things. So I definitely abused it, but I really like the way it turned out. The building beside the coffee shop is a kind of like another like another tea shop. That one was coffee. The one to the left is coffee. It's completely different, you guys. It's coffee and espresso. The one to the right, it's tea. You know, it's the tea sis. We have a tea shop there. So I imagine like all your Sims kind of going there, and there's like a table in like a really traditional room, and your Sims can sit down and just have some tea and listen to some like Zen music. And I kind of pictured it like that. I think that it has those kind of vibes. So coffee and tea, okay? It's a little different, so it works, you know, so don't come after me. But I like the way it turned out. You can totally demo like all of these like on the interior and make it your own. I do have it up on the gallery already. I have now the version of what I have right now on the upstairs all finished on the gallery, and I really do hope that you all like it. I had the box kind of on the gallery, and I had the exterior done, but I didn't have the interior, I believe, of the second floor, or I don't know if I have it done on the first floor either, but I did post it to the gallery, and I will post the second version on the gallery now because I haven't finished it. But here we are going to be working on the coffee shop or library. I'm making quotations with my hand, with my fingers, but you can't see. But just imagine if you follow me on my main and you know what I look like, just you can picture me just doing that. But we are working on here, and it was very cramped. It was very small, as you can see. I love this little nook area that I have. I love all of like what was going on. I changed a lot of it. I made it a lot darker. I added a couple more plants, and I made the room slightly bigger, so it is a little bit bigger than before, and the kind of like store, I guess, to the right of it is a lot smaller. You can see that I tried to fit in, or try to like squeeze in the like the barista bar, and it just didn't work. And you can see everything that I was trying to do, but it just, in the end, you'll see at the very end where all the screenshots are, and you'll see the final form of this room. But right now, I think I demoed like everything because I just didn't like it. So you can see that it is cut because I'm an idiot and I forgot to record it. So you can yell at me for that. But here we are going to be working on the upstairs of the apartments, as you can see, and I really like the way that these turned out. I have the stairs up towards where all the apartments are, and when I mean by all, I mean 2 of them. So it's not a huge complex, okay? It's cute, okay? It's cute. But we have 2, and we have the stairs going up there because at first I had it where the van is, as you might see on the first part where I was making it, in that little alleyway, or you will see it at the end where all the screenshots are. But I wanted to actually use this as a functional area, and I couldn't do that unless I had stairs going up somewhere, so I decided to put it in that kind of like, in that little alleyway. Technically it is blocking the van, so if someone is like driving the van, then they can't necessarily get out. But like, it's The Sims and nobody can drive yet because The Sims 4 doesn't want to be as cool as The Sims 3. I don't know why. You'd think that they would be able to do that by now, by being, what, 22 years old now? Like, that is crazy. The Sims have been around for almost over 20 years. That is huge. That is a giant deal. I remember playing The Sims 1 when I was younger. Obviously, I was like a couple months old when the game officially came out, but I remember when I got a little bit older, I did play The Sims 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and now I'm gonna be playing The Sims 5, and I honestly have no idea when The Sims 5 is ever gonna come out, and I'm gonna be so excited. But like I said when I was doing the LA Modern Mansion, I'm not excited for the amount of money I'm going to be spending on this bloody game. You know, so I don't know if, I'm sure you can all agree and understand with me that we can't all have these packs. We have so many packs going out right now, and we just had that Carnival kit come out, and I was going to do a review of that, but I didn't have time, so I will definitely be sure to do the wedding pack that is going to be coming out as well, because we officially got some screenshots in. Again, I wanted to do a video about that, but I just couldn't do it at this time, so I will promise I will definitely do a review and overview of the haul that is going to be with this new pack. And I can tell you that I'm pretty sure there's going to be a new world for this game pack, so I'm super excited because the screenshots, y'all, it did not look like Sulani. I'm just gonna say now, it doesn't look like Sulani. And if you haven't seen the screenshots, you can look at it at the Sims community on Instagram. So if you don't know who that is, I will link their thing down below if you want to take a look at it. But they have an article on their website, and he put everything for the, for the Sims wedding pack, and there are screenshots, and we have a lot more screenshots coming out, and I'm super excited. And apparently it's supposed to come out like February 17th or something, so get your checkbooks ready, get everything ready, get your wallet ready, girl, because we are going to buy it. So I am super stoked for that, and I will definitely be wanting to make like a honeymoon type of build, definitely inspired by the pack, somewhere where your Sims can maybe go on vacation together or like a honeymoon together. I'm not sure how this pack is gonna look, how the whole world is going to kind of operate. I'm sure that there isn't gonna be I'm sure it's not gonna be like a huge world, because usually when we get game packs or we get stuff packs or something that comes with a world, it usually ranges from 5 to 6 lots. Like what we had in all of like Hollow Creek, it had like 5 lots. In the kind of, oh, I can't remember the name of it, but in the kind of forest worlds that we have for camping, there's like 6 lots. There's just a couple lots only in those kind of packs, and since this is a game pack, I can probably guarantee that there is probably only going to be 5 or 6 lots when it comes to this pack, but that is totally fine, and I am not super like, I'm not picky, but I definitely want to have a lot that you can go honeymoon with your Sims. It's kind of the same. I'm kind of curious to see what they're going to be doing, because we already have, you know, we already have weddings in The Sims, so I have no idea what's gonna happen. But I can see that there are gonna be a lot of new things, especially when it comes to culture in The Sims. We're definitely getting, of course, we have the pronouns that are starting to come out with all of the game updates that we might be getting soon, and we also have the more traditional different style of cultures when it comes to weddings that I saw on some of the actual screenshots of the game. So if you haven't checked those out, again, I will have it linked down below so you can go check out Sims Community's website. He posts so much stuff and he makes sure that everybody's up to date with everything, so it is super exciting. But I definitely recommend, if you want to take a look at all of that stuff and you are interested, I got you, girl. I will be at the very bottom of the description. Now, for all the weddings though, they do have a lot of, I saw that there was a lot more like outfits, and there was a lot more archways, and I'm kind of curious to see what is gonna be in this pack, because there isn't usually a whole lot going on when it comes to the way the Sims kind of, you know, interact with one another. I know that they've changed a lot over time, and they have definitely put in some different questions for the Sims community to ask like what they want to see in future packs, and if a Sim asks this, it will definitely change the way that they do that, and da 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 da. And that's awesome, and I love to see that the Sims team is going in that direction. But I'm curious to see what they're going to be doing for this whole wedding thing. I don't know if your Sims will maybe be able to ask permission to get married, or I saw someone wearing those like, I don't know what those things are called around the wrist when people go to prom, the flower things, I forget the name of them, but I'm wondering if your Sims are now gonna be able to go to prom maybe. That would be an amazing ad for this pack. I think it would be so cute. I love to see like slow dancing if they can go to prom and all those things, and I'm just super excited. So I'm super happy with the way that this turns out. If you like the video, please comment, like, and possibly consider subscribing, and I will see you all next time. This video is cut a little short, but stick tuned to see all of the screenshots. Bye guys.